I was just scrolling through Instagram today and I saw this reel. The reel itself was pretty simple. It was, a student, rather teenager saying, I wanted to be a guitarist and wanted to be a painter, a musician, a poet, and things like that. And then the panel changes and it shows like a bunch of pictures with her studying on this study table, and there are like books everywhere, and even the walls are covered with her notes and those um, what do you call it, sticky pads and all those. If you look at it, it's a really simple reel actually, but it made me think a lot. I mean, it just made me think of this one question: why we as humans have created a society where we can't live off art. If you think about that girl or whoever that person is behind that reel, and there are thousands of reels if you look at on the internet, on the Instagram, on YouTube, on Pinterest, and if you look at ourselves also, many of you watching this video, and I myself, we have been told over and over and over that you can't make a living of art. And by art, I just don't mean, drawing or painting something. I feel that art is a very broad rainbow if you think about it. Anything you do with feeling is art. May it be a painting, may it be writing a poem, writing a story, dancing, singing, performing something, even if it's just your day-to-day job, and if you do it with your feelings and if you do it with love, it can be art. So when I was a kid, not a kid, a teenager, and I was, it was time for me to think about my career choices. My family, they always supported me doing, writing, you know and they were really happy I wrote these poems, and it got published in magazines, and I won the creative writing contests and all. But if I would say that I wanted to pursue art, poetry, writing as my career, they would not have let me, and they didn't. So I was really young when I remember one of my teachers saying to me, I mean, I have nothing against her, God bless her, but she said that, darling, you write really well. I mean, you have a talent, and I love your poems and your writings, but poetry won't bring food to your table. Frankly speaking, I was hurt, but now that I have grown up, she was not wrong. Neither was my mother wrong when she prevented me from, just leaving all my studies behind and just plunge into the world of literature. Neither was my father wrong for forcing me to choose a career that was, devoid of any sort of art, if you think about it, but was a really promising one. Because if you think of it from my way, like me as a child, of course they were wrong. They hurt me. They didn't like want me to have something that I dreamt of. But really, really, if I think about it, we as humans have created a society. Like, what is society? It is nothing but ourselves. So me and others, you and I, have created and are still enabling a society to structure that way where art has no place. I mean, it's still there, we love it. But think about artists and then think about other career options out there. I am speaking totally as a student. Um, which side do you think provides you security? Which side? It's obviously gonna be this one. We, I mean, I myself, I could have rebelled against my family. I was like, no, I am going to pursue a career in literature. I won't take a no for an answer. But did I? I did not. I agreed with my father, and I thought, okay, I will first, you know, sort of sort out my academics, and then when I'm at a safe position, I will pursue arts. I will pursue my passion. And that's what I have done. That's what I'm doing right now. I, um, 12th standard, entirety of my graduation, I didn't write as much as I used to before. I didn't engage myself in literature as I used to before, because whenever I would go and issue books from library related not to my studies, and my tutor who came home and my father would be like, okay, it's good to read books, but your exam is coming and this and that, and you can read this later, and that later even got pushed later and later and later, and now I am here. I'm doing my masters, and now I am like, okay, enough is enough. I will take out my time and devote it to my passion. So why did I not rebel 5 years ago? Why did I not choose this path 5 years ago? Because we as humans have made art something not valuable, something secondary, something that is not a necessity. And it is so wrong. Let's talk about a child who is just studying day and night about a subject he doesn't even love, but just because the subject has many opportunities, and he doesn't want to, but he's studying. And then there is this kid who has chosen something he loves, and he's also, day and night he's devoting his hard work into that, but which is not related to academics. Which child do you think has a much secure future? I wouldn't say better, I would say secure future. Again, we know the answer. Somewhere out there, an artist right now is probably struggling so much, even after putting every bit of his love and his effort into his works. And just why? I want to ask why. Isn't the basic idea of humanity is that we as humans are superior, not, I would say superior, are different from the other beings because we have feelings, we can feel, we can think. And whenever you see a video out there of someone doing a good deed, don't you always say, oh, this is why I love humanity, or humanity is not dead? So humanity, the word that defines humans itself, is associated with the idea of love and having feelings. Then why is it so frowned upon when humans do something they love? something that is not associated with your modern idea of ambition, something that is just purely based on love and love and love only. And it pains me to live in such a society, such a world. It pains me to be a part of this society where I I can't choose my art as my means of living. And it needs to change. It needs to change or we will kill ourselves. I mean, look out there. Look at the nature. Look past the smoke and the buildings hiding the sky and the busy city. If you look past that, this world is nothing but a canvas, and Earth has so beautifully crafted each and every element out there for us to live. And what have we done? We have created this lifestyle, this idea of living where the the anything that is alternative of it is better. Why why have we let ourselves accept it? Why can't we just be people who live? Why can't um why can't a musician, well, I'm not talking about superstars, I'm talking about all, like not just a few chosen ones. Why can't a simple artist make as much as a corporate slave does when he actually spends something doing something he loves while the other person is making a lot of money but might not be happy with himself? So why have we created the idea of success as something devoid of happiness, something only filled with struggle and sacrifices? Why can't we have something we love and then create it as success? I mean, there are superstars, there are famous musicians, there are famous poets, there are famous authors, there are famous painters, but look at the ratio. And I don't want this to continue. I don't. I want people to live doing what they love. I want people to look forward to the next day, look forward to what they're going to work on the next day. And I want art to make a comeback. I want art to be everywhere. Otherwise, the idea of art itself will become a lost art someday.